We are going to make an emojigram or emoji graph, a histogram containing emoji here with Canva in our number 3 assignment. So we got some type with some emoji for O's with some exclamation afterwards. And how could I start without giving credit where credit's due? So this is what I saw. Let's see where the post was. 2010, I was into Illustrator, and I just like this design. It's about elementary school class size. So what do you use in school? Pencils. And then in the background is paper, right? So whenever you can make your results, your graphs look nice, data visualization, infographics, just if you want to get a like or attention, don't use the basic Excel purple and off-white, peach and red, right? So spice it up, right? Bring some emoji. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to go to Emojipedia and get the emoji. I got a Lobo logo so that I can lift the colors and get some nice 3D looking text. And then a background image from the photo elements inside Canva to set it in the background like the piece of paper from the Illustrator design I just showed you. Okay, so let's get the emoji. You can do this on food, right? Food has 2 O's and could have some nice emoji next to each other for the O's. But I'm just going to grab the same example, the sports balls. So you just want to, once you start clicking on these, there's these navigation tabs. So you want to go to the second one, emoji designs. And then you can go old school and get the old design, or click and get the new design and just drag it to your desktop. And then repeat. Okay, so some students have trouble kind of downloading and getting these PNGs on their desktop, but they're nice PNGs with transparent backgrounds, and they're squares, 1-to-1 aspect ratio, so they're easy to stack. You can do any graphics though. Don't feel like you have to do Apple emoji. Just think of something you want to put into a graph, a vertical column graph, histogram. All right, so let's do it. I'm going to make a new 1920 by 1080 document and get going. So over on the left, purple plus button, scroll to the bottom, custom size. I got 1920 by 1080 saved, but you can type that in and get a new blank white artboard document staring at you. And let's bring in the emoji. So it gets a little tedious when you have all this action on your in your document. So let's see if I can get rid of that. All right, and so just being able to work with layers, being able to align and distribute and group things, and position things is important, and that's what we're going to cover. So no chat GPT, no removing backgrounds or erasing or object removing. All right, so let's get the axes. So under elements, shapes, mine's here already, so I'm going to grab it, but you might need to do see all and type in arrow. But I'm just going to grab the arrow, and then I am going to use the smart guides. So there's the middle smart guide, and then I think I get another one for like the title safe, and then I'm going to extend it to the end. You could work with guides if you need to do file settings. You can add guides if you want to like stick a horizontal or vertical guide in there, but I think the smart guides are pretty good. You don't really need them. All right, so copy, duplicate, click on it, contextual menu, ... duplicate or Command D, and then rotate it to 90. Looks like the farther away you go, the more precise or slower it rotates. And I think I rotated it the wrong way because now the arrow's going down. Yeah, I should be able to do like a flip vertical though. I swear there's a flip vertical command somewhere. But Photoshop's nice because it has a searchable help menu at the top. I can't just... oh well. I'll just rotate it again, right? There we go. That was a flip. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to worry about this joint later. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. I'm going to start bringing in the emoji. So let's see, we could start with the baseball this time maybe. And I think about 200 pixels works. If you created a different size document, not 1920 by 1080, you might need different size. But keep an eye on the pixel dimensions or resolution and try to get close to 200. If you don't nail it exactly, that's fine. But that baseball was happy being 200. I'm going to reposition the baseball in a bit, but I just tried to align it to the axes left bottom. All right, one baseball. Let's go for a couple basketballs. And looks good. I got a smart guide on the dash smart guide left and bottom. So let go and then grab a corner and try to get it down to 200. Looks like I get a dash guide. And the option drag. So you hold the option modifier key and drag up and then let go of the mouse and then let go of option. And you get a duplicate, or you could try to duplicate and reposition or copy and paste. But that option drag is like a common, right? It's even on Mac. If I option drag, I make a copy. So, all right. So get the football in. Good guides. Got those dashed smart guides. 200 snap. If you don't get 200 every time, you could try zooming in a little, but I'm not gonna zoom in. It's hard to watch. So, all right, so 200, it likes it. Option drag, let go. Option drag, let go. Then finally let go of option. And soccer this time is going to be the most popular sport. So, all right, looks good. And 200. And option drag 1, option drag 2, option drag 3. So we got our emoji graph. Okay, so I'm going to click and drag on these soccer balls to get them all 4 bounding box selected. And then I'm going to group them in the contextual taskbar. And then I'm going to do the same to the footballs and the deselect, get rid of the footballs, then get the basketballs grouped. And now I can move the soccer balls to the right, and then I can select all the 4 groups. Come on, footballs. You didn't get grouped. Click, shift click, shift click. Yeah, I got locked somehow. All right, so group. It's already grouped. So if you got a little trouble like me, try and figure out your groups. And then they should all be 4 groups with a bounding box around not each individual football, but the group of footballs or basketballs or soccer balls. And then you want to ... space evenly at the bottom and horizontal. And that makes them like shift, so there's a little breathing room in between. And then if you want, if you're a perfectionist, like I see the baseball is kind of right against the lower axes, you can hit the up arrow like a video game on your keyboard, up and down, left, right. It nudges it up or down. And the bounding box gets in the way of the view, but it looks fine. So you can mess around with nudging if you want. And then I'm gonna zoom way in on this this intersection. It looks like I got it pretty good. I could zoom farther, but I guess I'll live with it. If it's not on perfectly, you can do up and down arrow and get it into place, nudge it. And then I'm going to Command A and group everything, and then Command minus a couple times and zoom out. And so I just need enough room here for the title. I want to add some text, favorite sport. And so I'm going to select the group, and now I can transform it, scale it, resize it down a little, Looks like that's about fine. And then I can kind of see where I should like be a little more precise, but I guess I'll just kind of in between the bounding box on, or the guide for the title safe on the right and that center guide. Okay, so text. All right. I'm going to add a text box, and it says your paragraph text. I want it up here on top, and I want the text to be like a college font, and this is fine. Sometimes the O's are a little rectangular, so I don't know, you might need to pick a different font, but actually I just used Graduate last time, so maybe I want to triple click and make it Graduate font like I did last time. You could upload a font. You could go to the web, search for a font, download it to your desktop, upload it. That's nice. And or you can just search Canva or use some of their like styles is more for like paragraph styling. So that's picking the font, and I am going to change my text to caps lock, favorite, enter, sport, and let's see. I like center aligned. I prefer centered alignment, because then you can like make your text smaller and then blow it up, and it's easy to align or transform it or scale it or blow it up. All right, so I want to be able to fit in my exclamation marks, and then I also want 2 spaces so I can put an emoji in there. And one last time, I want to reposition it or center it. So there's a nice smart guide. All right. So the title should be bigger, but because I kind of want another title over here, this is just kind of a demo. All right, and so let's get soccer. Probably easier than breaking up that group. Okay, and I'm going to kind of try to target it in the middle. And then I'm going to grab a corner, hold Option, and scale it down, but I missed. So I'm at like 100 pixels here. 72 is too small, 103 looks a little too big. So you might need to zoom in to kind of be able to scale it exactly how you want it. So Option, grab a corner, and then once you get it about the height of the type, get rid of the bounding box so you can see it. And then I guess we can't nudge it. All right, so here's where you kind of start to have problems, where you have all this stuff going on, things overlap, you want to select one thing, you can't. So you could go to Position and then Layers and then select it, right? And it gets selected in the Layers panel. And you can drag these up and down to change the stacking order. But I also found it's kind of a pain to do that, right? Because it takes a second, and we want things done instant gratificationly. So Command Option left bracket on the type to send it to the back, and then we can click on the soccer ball, because now it's on top in the layer stacking order. Okay, so now the bounding box selected. Let's try it down a couple times, maybe left, maybe up one more time. All right, and then I'm gonna duplicate it, Command D, and drag it into the middle of sport, and then click off so I can see without that bounding box, and maybe hit the up arrow a couple times. All right, looking good. I just need my question marks, exclamation, question mark, and it's way too big, but I'll leave them a little bigger. I don't want it on top of the soccer ball, but all right. Maybe you can also hold Shift and it moves in increments of 10, at least that's the default setting in Photoshop. So Shift right arrow, left arrow moves faster than just right arrow, left arrow. And looking good. Maybe I'll bring in my grass field. Ooh, I got caps lock. Okay, so I want to search photos. Mine's in recent, but under elements, maybe I scrolled past it while I was talking. Photos, there it is, like fifth one down. And then grass field, caps lock. And you can pick any grass field. I kind of like that one with it looks kind of like a sport field. It's a little busy, this kind of sport field, but I'm gonna click to deselect or click off to not have anything active in the background. And then get that snap in place, resize, and then Command Option left bracket to send it to the back. And drop down the transparency because I kind of lose my guides. I just want it a little more subtle. So something like 40 seems to be fine. And some text. I've been messing with these text settings. So let's see if I can get some nice 3D text with the app for right arrow inside apps to text styling and text studio. I'm just going to use this first top right yes example. Spring 2026, number 3. Change the text to my college black font. Collegiate black FLF. Okay, so this looks good. I'm going to kind of can't really center it. See, this is where it would have helped to like drag out some guides at the beginning, but that's a lot of work. All right, so got something that looks good. I am going to bring in my Lobo logo that I got on Google Images that I'm going to lift colors from. So just go grab a color you want to match from an image and drag it to your desktop. And then I want to, wrong tab. I want to click on the graphic, go to edit the text graphic, and I'm going to do the duotone adjustment with the custom settings of highlights to eyedropper dark blue and shadows white. And then I'm done with Lobo, and I can come back and get an adjustment. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom to do sharpness 100, clarity 100, and then come up and increase the contrast to 100. And then I messed with the dark tones, the shadows and the blacks. So when you increase the shadows, it brightens it up a little. But when you increase the blacks, it darkens it up a little. So that looks good. All right, so now we got these bright, kind of the letters are on bright white. And because they're dark letters, I can get out of adjust and I can go back to effects, shadows, and put the obnoxious YouTube shadow on it and double click on shadow on outline. Just come down and change the size to about 40 units. Ambiguous, non-specified. I assume they're pixels, but because we don't know, we just can't tell. So 40 works good for my example, and color's white. And I think that's it. Let's Command 0. All right, do a download, check it out. So share, download, JPEG's fine, small file size, no transparency. And if I double click, we can see we got some nice text, a nice emoji graph, emojigram, pictograph, histogram containing emoji that everybody's going to give a thumbs up when they see it on IG or Twitter, X, Facebook, whatever you want to share it. All right, so have fun with that. Week 3, a little tedious. Assignment 3, but working with layers, stacking order is important, and some students, it's the first time doing that, but you got to know some of those Canva basics, and I hope you enjoyed learning that.